Hey, welcome to, I guess, K5. Do we still call it K5? Are we going Kocosports? Do we have a name for when me and
Uh,
you do it? Because we can't say
I don't,
WrestleMania, because Boo won't
I
have
don't,
that.
I don't think we have a name. I know.
Alright, let's just say the Smackdown review crew of Coco Sports is here. It's Rob from Con Artist Entertainment and me, Dave Kokotis from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, your home for combat sports, where it's okay to be a passionate fan and where the world comes to kick ass. Big pay-per-view tonight. I didn't know if we were ever going to do the Smackdown review, but Rob's like, let's do it, bitch. And I'm like, alright, we got to be quick. So let's just break it down. First thing, in the comments, put win, loss, or tie what you thought of this SmackDown. Rob, you want to go first? Did you think overall this SmackDown was a win, loss, or tie?
I feel like it was a loss.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards. I'm thinking tie or loss.
Yeah,
You know,
that's where I was mentally. I was like, at best it's a tie, but it's not a win because there wasn't enough Shield.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a tie, but the main event is what really fucking did it for me. I wish we fucking I don't know. I just wish it was better. The first match, I love both these athletes, but it's weird. It's like seeing the first match, Cesaro defeats Kofi, right?
Hmm.
And I love both these athletes. I love them to death. I love Cesaro and I love Kofi Kingston. I love them from their indie days slash FCW days. I saw Kofi Kingston first appear on the scene at FCW. And when FCW, like NXT was amazing, but they used to be FCW. When FCW first started, it was bad. And Kofi Kingston was the highlight. Kofi Kingston, I have no idea how this guy isn't pushed more. I enjoyed the match a lot, but it was like seeing two brothers fight, but it wasn't fair for another brother. You know what I'm saying? It was like if you had two
Hmm.
friends and they were fighting, but one friend had a chainsaw, you'd be like, man, that sucks for Kofi. You're happy that Cesaro won, but come on. I wish Kofi had a better push, better career. But
I
I
I
actually
think
enjoyed
it
this match.
probably helps that I don't actually know Kofi at all because I was just like, yeah, fucking another squash match for fucking Cesaro. Let's do this. Let's get Cesaro over with.
Yeah,
Let's get him into cool shit.
yeah, Cesaro is amazing right now, and he's a hot commodity. And according to internet reports, he's going to be the third biggest star this year. He's going to be in the trifecta of people they push.
Hmm.
But I think Kofi deserves better than this. But with that said, I love Cesaro. So it's like, yeah, Cesaro, you beat Kofi, way to go. And then at the same time, me, I'm just like, oh, Kofi, they should be treating you better than this. You know what I mean? So it's like mixed feelings. I guess it's like your two best friends, but one just beats the shit out of the other. Like I'm glad my friend won, but dude, the other guy got his ass whooped is also
Yeah,
a guy.
that's when you take them out for drinks and you're like, listen, you guys are gonna be best friends again.
Yeah, so you think Cesaro and Kofi are out having drinks? But
Yeah,
hopefully
probably,
Kofi gets it.
probably with Paul Heyman.
I enjoyed this match a lot. I thought it was pretty awesome. All right, next, do you have anything to add? I'm kind of like
Well,
switching
the
over.
next segment was the Bad News Barrett interview about Rob Van Dam, and I loved it because I like Bad News Barrett so far, anyways. But I
Yeah,
loved it more because Bad News Barrett basically said all the shit I've been saying about RVD since I started watching it. I'm like, this dude's stupid as shit. Why does he keep pointing at his fucking back and saying his name like he's retarded? And basically, that's what Bad News Barrett was like. He's like, yeah, no, he's an idiot. All he does is point at himself and say his name.
well, I mentioned this on the Raw review. Rob Van Dam, I grew up an ECW fan. The only reason I'm still a wrestling fan today is because of ECW. Rob Van Dam, at one time, because you passed the torch of who's your favorite wrestler, but at one time, Rob Van Dam had that torch, and I thought Rob Van Dam was the best wrestler in the world. My favorite, definitely.
Hmm.
And it's just Monday. I officially said he's not cool. Like I never thought there would be a day where I was like, "Fuck, Rob Van Dam, just go home." I never thought that day would come. That day is here. You know what I mean? Like I wish, because I guess I'm still an ECW fan. It just went out of business. As a huge ECW fan, there's a part of me that wants to scream and yell at you and be like, "Rob, don't you dare! Don't you dare disrespect Rob Van Dam like that!" But at the same time, it's like walking in on your alcoholic father passed out naked when you bring home a date. You're just like, he might have a drinking problem. It's just,
Dude, all I'm
he's
saying
just
is
not cool.
everyone knows I'm gonna get it 10 times worse if Sting or Goldberg ever comes back to the WWE, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna cheer for them because I loved them as a kid. But at the same time, I'm gonna be willing to admit, hey, you probably shouldn't be wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
That time's probably over, buddy.
Yeah, that's how I
You can no longer go shirtless, Sting. Your time is probably over.
Yeah. It sucks that your heroes have to get old, but not only that, but he also became douchey. So yeah, poor Rob Van Dam. A moment of silence for how awesome he used to be.
RVD. That's what I think in the moment of silence.
I used to be such a huge fan of RVD. When I changed dirty diapers on my kids, I used to do the RVD thing when I was done, except I'd say D-A-D.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I loved RVD. But,
so this must be heartbreaking for you to watch this horrible fall of a hero.
It is. It really, really is. And not only that,
it's like they took out the gimp horse from the stable and were like, you know what? We're going to run you in the Kentucky Derby one more time.
Yeah, it's bad. There's still a part of me that loves Rob Van Dam, but at the same time, you love your grandfather. You don't want to see him wrestle. You don't want to see him fight in the UFC. You know what I mean? It's like, I love you, Grandpa, but let's give up the fucking dream, pal. All right, this week was an absolute great week for women's professional wrestling.
Whoa! You skipped over the Shield segment.
Oh.
You just skip over the Shield segment like that. Like we don't care about the Shield here.
This just did. Breaking news. Kocosports.com very own Shield expert, Rob, on scene. Rob, please tell us about the Shield. Any updates?
I'm just saying, it wasn't their best segment, but it was definitely a highlight of SmackDown. Though, to be fair, SmackDown had a shitty ticket getting aired the night after TakeOver. Like, that's such a bad act to follow. Like, you're not going to top that. I'm sorry, SmackDown.
Yeah. The thing with the Shield is this, and I know you're a huge Shield fan, and, I fanboy sometimes, I'm not going to lie, but I have a funny feeling. This pay-per-view, I talked about it on Pay-Per-View Profits, I have a very funny feeling they're breaking up.
I swear to God, if they do, I'm going to Japan and beating you. Because it was your idea.
It's
yeah. It looks like it's your idea.
Road Dogg and Billy Gunn saved them. Do you think
I'm just saying, I never heard anything about them breaking up on this pay-per-view until you said it, which makes it your idea.
All right. If that's the way it's going to happen. I wish it worked out that way, because they'd be like, what? You never heard of an iPad? No, it's my idea. Soon you, Apple. But now, how hurt are you going to be? Because there definitely has to be shenanigans. I think Batista might get hurt.
No, they don't have to. No, this is all they have to do. All right. So they want to set up Roman Reigns as a big superstar solo act, yeah? There's no reason to break up the Shield. The Shield's a great stable. They're awesome. They're really popular. They're really hot right now. There's no reason to break them up. It would be stupid. Not only that, but your tag team division's really fucking lacking, and, might be time to consider, maybe taking part of the Shield, making it into a stable tag team. That could be a good thing. But if you want to set up Reigns to be a total badass, and you really want to set up Reigns against Triple H at the next pay-per-view, or SummerSlam, or whatever the fuck, all you have to do is make it so that the last 3 people in the ring are Reigns, Triple H, and someone else. Like, I would say Batista, because Batista will be asleep on the side of the ring after 5 minutes. So, and then all you have to do is just have him come out on top. Have him beat Batista and Triple H and win the match for the Shield after he's down to just him against those two. And that will set him up to where Triple H will want to fight him and all that bullshit.
I don't know if the Shield is going to break up, but I know the day they break up, you're going to be the first person I think of. Like, if the Shield breaks up, I'm going to talk to you as if, like, you lost a loved one.
Yeah, I mean, I might have more PTSD issues then. Like, I might start going through more Survivor skill. I might be like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah.
They were my people.
We don't want to put that on you.
No, I don't want that.
All right, now that we got our Shield update, what you call it, this week has been a great week for women's wrestling. this match probably wasn't. Like, this week was a great week with NXT, Monday Night Raw. Just all they're getting great storylines, great matches. You got Tamina versus Paige, the rebuilding it. Paige wins, but Alicia Fox harassed through the whole match. I think Alicia Fox is one of the most hottest human beings to walk planet Earth. I find this shit annoying as fuck. When sometimes you get big head, you're like, I talk on YouTube. Maybe someone in WWE listens. You fucking get these brand delusions.
No, I don't get those. Get those. I'm a more stable and well-grounded human being.
Well, my grand delusions are completely crushed because I'm like, you know what? This Alicia Fox thing would be great if they just shortened harassment up because it's kind of stupid. And WWE is like, you know what? Fuck you, Dave. We're going to top you, and she's going to go absolutely horrible. I don't know. I love Alicia Fox, and I'm glad they're doing great things with the women's division, but the whole harassment bully thing is just garbage. All right. Renee interviews Sheamus. He sucks. Great show notes there, Rob.
But I'm just trying to make sure that you know what happened next on the show. It's important to know that Sheamus sucks, even if he's getting interviewed.
He does suck. But my whole thing is, I think the last week or two he's been trying hard, but he still sucks.
I think that's only because he was touring the UK.
You think he'll go back into mailing it mode now?
Dude, I totally think he's going back into that. I don't even think he's going to show it all at the pay-per-view. I think he's going to just I wrestled. And then go up to Triple H after and be like, Triple, what do I get? What do I get, bro? I did it. Did you see me? I went in the ring.
Well, there's just
suck your dick.
Maybe Sheamus, because Sheamus, Batista's leaving, and they're probably going to put a new guy in Evolution, because, the idea of Evolution was supposed to be old, middle, young guy, and now it's old.
Yeah, so that's what Evolution needs. A whiny little ginger.
Well, there's rumors about that, so possibly, instead of Member of the Shield going...
No, why don't they get Bo Dallas?
Dude, Bo Dallas would be awesome, but you ruined my whole segment. I was going to say, have you ever joined a religion and it changed your life, and you think, wow, this is going to change the world, and then you go to the masses and say, look at this religion, and they just ignore you? That's what I feel like being a believer. It worked so well on NXT, and I think it will eventually work well on SmackDown and Raw, but I'm like, believe, bitches, believe, and the whole arena. But Bo Dallas is my Adam Rose.
I'm not that into it. I'm like, all right, he's a little retarded, and he looks like he hit every branch on the ugly tree on his way down. But he's got a heart. It's basically like if John Cena were born with Down syndrome, we'd have Bo Dallas.
So Bo Dallas is John Cena. Got it.
Yeah, he's John Cena with Down syndrome.
All right. I love Bo Dallas, but he's not getting over. Yeah, I guess that's the same way about you and Adam Rose. By the way, the internet infantry has been commenting on Adam Rose because we've done 8,000 shows this year. Our viewership went down. I'm like, why did it go down? And then I go look, and it's like 97 videos this week were made. I'm like, oh, I understand. But yeah.
Because everyone loves Adam Rose?
No. The internet infantry is turning their back, saying he's a D-bag, saying he's not cool. I think you might be the only person in the internet infantry, in the Kocosports family, that approves of Adam Rose. Me, I'm just an old guy going, I don't get it. But I thought more people would.
You know what? I don't get how everyone doesn't get it. He's fun. He's entertaining. He's just a fun character.
So, El Torito versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, that was anytime El Torito or Hornswoggle's involved, I hate WWE for however long that match goes.
Yeah, and they're going against each other in a mask versus hair match.
I know, and if this feud doesn't die after that, then I might quit watching wrestling again. I might just be like, no, John Cena was one thing, but this fucking midget battle that's happening every fucking night is too far. I don't want to watch midgets wrestle every night.
What if we add a third midget in? 5 midgets.
No. I mean, no offense to little people, but there's no positive aspect out of what's coming out of that I can see.
The WLC match shocked a lot of people. Do you think they shocked people with this match coming up?
No.
All right, well, El Torito's beating everyone, so good for him. This match, I love the build for this match. Just not happy with who won. It was the United States champion versus the IC champion. They built it up. Bad News Barrett is an Internet Infantry favorite. Sheamus is part of the D Club. But you know what? I enjoyed this match. I don't know about you. Did you enjoy this match? This is better. I want to say this. In the last 2 to 3 years, this was my favorite Sheamus match.
I will say, yeah, it wasn't a bad match. I just wish Barrett had won.
Yeah, and the build-up was pretty nice. You know, so
I'm so tired of seeing fucking shitty fucking Sweet Chin music every night. That's what I refer to his move as, shitty Sweet Chin music.
Yeah.
It's like if you played Sweet Chin music with a fucking broken banjo.
But here's the part
Sheamus.
that's going to piss you off. We get to watch Sheamus, you know, me, Jerry, and the Kocosports crew. We get to watch Sheamus his whole career. From independence in Ireland to FCW to, and I don't know if he was in NXT, but to WWE. I think he went from FCW to WWE. Don't quote me on that, though. But we've been there every step of the way. And he used to be really good, bro. Like, in Irish Independence, he was a great big guy. And FCW, he was known for ass-kissing, but he still put on decent matches. In WWE, he just... There was a point where he's like, you know what? I just could suck dick in the back and never have to try again. And that took over. It kind of breaks my heart, because if you get to see any of his stuff on Irish Independence, really funny, really good, and now it's just disappointing and awkward. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you had Titus O'Neil. Poor guy's career went down the shitter. Versus Big E. What do you think about Big E being Hacksaw Jim Duggan Jr.?
I don't know. I'm on the fence of it. Like, I see why they're doing it. I don't think him versus Rusev is going to be some super exciting matchup.
No.
I think it's going to just be two big as fuck dudes hugging it out.
You know what? I don't know. I think that is. I would say there's an 80%, 90% chance that that's what's happening. You know what I mean? But I don't know. They might try. They're younger. They're hungry. They might shock you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't really buy. Like, I don't know. I've traveled the world. I've been to over 30 countries. You're part of the Army Infantry, so I'm sure you've been to multiple countries.
Mm-hmm.
The whole waving the flag and chanting. In this day and age, are you shocked that still works?
Yeah, I am.
Like, fucking, I don't know. I've been to over 30 countries. Fucking live in Japan. I don't. USA. Like, okay, if it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that's more nostalgia than fucking chanting USA. But,
If it's like a tent Olympic matchup, then I get it. Otherwise, I'm like, all right.
yeah, I don't understand how it still works in WWE and entertainment, but it does. Like, I get people on Facebook all the time. Can you believe he likes Putin? I'm like, well, it was a shit, you know. But
Yeah.
I guess it still works. All right. According to Rob and his notes here, best match of the night. I thought that was Cesaro versus Kofi, but let's find out.
No, it was definitely Jack Swagger against Adam Rose.
You love that.
Between his match at TakeOver and this match, you can see a lot of the Adam Rose character style actually developing in the ring, which I think is great, and I think he's fun to watch.
I don't hate him. This is the thing about Adam Rose. I feel indifferent about him. Like, I feel I'm too old to understand him, but then I ask around and people are like, he's a fucking douchebag. You're like the only one. Are you a douchebag, Rob?
Dude, I am a huge douchebag.
Well, that might be the reason.
But I also love Adam Rose.
I like Jack Swagger. Jack Hager.
Wow, really? You like Jack Swagger? He's everything. He's like the most douchebag American I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's fun.
He's like, yeah, I'm America. I'm gonna rub my dick all over other countries, and it's like, whoa, calm down, Jack Swagger, and your little racist fucking Grand Wizard leader.
Yeah, I literally use 77. I don't know. I find it to be entertaining, but I'm talking more of his wrestling skills. And Jack Hager was a great amateur wrestler, and Jack Swagger was the first FCW champion in WWE's reboot of FCW, now NXT. And I enjoy it. And I like the fact that it's Swagger, so serious, Adam Rose. Like, I get the matchup. The problem is, I don't know where they go from here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then stupid match that devalues the pay-per-view. Last man standing match. Bray Wyatt versus Jimmy Uso. We talked about this in the other show. I'm going on the impression, to me, keep my sanity, I say John Cena doesn't exist. But what makes it even worse? What makes it even worse? If you're a friend of his or in a feud of his, you don't exist. To me, this match just doesn't exist. The Usos, we talked about this last show, or our show this week. We've done 800 shows this week. But to me, the Usos are not cool. They used to be my man crush. I'm breaking up with them. You hang out with John Cena, you are who you hang out with, okay? That's it.
See, I think my biggest gripe with the match isn't even who's involved. It's the fact that you've been building up and hyping up how big a last man standing match is for the pay-per-view, right? So why are you going to have one of the contestants in that match fight one on SmackDown, which, television airing-wise, takes place 2 days before the pay-per-view?
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of last man standings because it just seems... Okay,
They're boring as fuck.
They're boring as fuck, and also it doesn't make sense. Like, it gets you out of the zone. Like, here's an example. You can get the shit fucking kicked out of you in a hardcore match or a hardcore style match. 1, 2, break out. But with no dude laying on top of you, rolling you up, you can't get up by 10. And, like, I understand, like, boxing, I understand, maybe even movies, but in the world of pro wrestling, it doesn't fucking make sense.
I think they should, the only time it makes sense is if you let Mankind do it his way.
Yeah.
Because then you really might not be standing. Or if you let Owen Hart do it his way.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon. I don't think it's been long enough. But, yeah, the Bray Wyatt versus Jimmy Uso, I wanted to enjoy it, but like I said, it's a last man standing match. They gave them time, though. In WWE's defense, they gave them a lot of time for this match, which is something they don't really do. But the Usos, ever since being friends with that evil John Cena, really fucking have lost value. And not only that, but the tag titles mean nothing. They all lost. I don't know. It just bugs the fucking living shit out of me, to be honest.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the tag division's fucking horrible.
They tried. They tried at one time to make it better. Alright, so, down in the comments, please put win, loss, or tie. If you're listening to us for the first time, please subscribe. I think we're 2 away or 1 away from 5,000. And I don't know about you, but when you get 5,000 subs on YouTube, women find you better looking. That's what I heard, Rob. I heard people just come to your house and drop bags of money off. So
Jesus Christ, I need to make a YouTube. I'll be Brad Pitt.
Exactly. I will tell you if that's true in 3 or more subscribers. Hopefully we'll pick them up. We did a ton of shows this week, but our views went down. So I wonder if maybe we're only good enough to do 2 or 3 shows a week. We got 27, but who knows? We'll keep working on it. Hey, we will be doing a post-live show after the pay-per-view, and we did pay-per-view profits and a ton of shows. Please go check out our other shows, and please leave your picks for pay-per-view profits. You too, Rob. You gotta go leave your picks so you can try to become a pay-per-view profit.
I have to leave my pick?
You can't put the Shield.
I can't. No, I'm putting the Shield. Why would I not put the Shield in the main match?
You're like, here you go. It's Paige versus Alicia Fox. Who wins? The Shield.
Yeah, the Shield wins every match.
Of course. You can check out.
They win the whole pay-per-view.
You can check out Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com. It's where the world goes to get cash. Your home for combat sports and where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Rob, a little late, a little early, depending on where you live in the world, but we did it 2 in a row. I didn't think the second one was going to happen. We did it.
I mean, you didn't put very much effort into making it happen, so I mean that might have been why it almost did.
You definitely carried the show. It was kind of like boom, 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 boom. We did pay-per-view profits. I literally came into the door, turned it on. He did everything. I just gave my stupid opinions and stupid jokes, and trust me, they're bad. And then, like, as soon as we went off the air, I just went back to work. Like, I literally did it during a lunch break. Granted, I only worked for like 4 hours, so I'm pretty sure I could take the day off. 4 hours once a week. Hard times. Hard times. Well, okay, I think that's enough. Kocosports.com. I am